some people still went ahead to borrow. Now they are thinking, how are they going to repay? It's so sad. I mean, Christmas is another day. It will come and it will go, and life continues. All right, you're welcome to U45 Morning Show, and I am Segun Denola Adeyemi.
I'd like to add to what Segun just said. It's Christmas is a beautiful day, a day of celebration. But like I said on Friday, you don't necessarily have to kill a cow, a goat, or full chicken. Whatever you have, make do with it. It's a day that will come and go, like you can realize now. Yesterday is gone. Christmas for 2023 is gone, and we're waiting for the Christmas for 2024. And now you're indebted. Whoever it is that has gone out to borrow just to impress people is now in debt and looking for how to pay back. New Year is coming. Please live within your means. Whatever you have, just be happy, because you're among the living. A lot of people are dead, and they just wish they can have this opportunity to be among the living and even have 21 days dry fast. I'm Patience Willie. Welcome to U45 Morning Show.
So you've heard this from both of us. Do not. There's nobody to impress.
No.
After all, it's not your birthday.
It is. Even birthday, you don't even need to impress anybody on your birthday, because as it is, by the time you finish spending this money, these people will come, they will eat, they will drink, they will make merry. Some will even complain that they don't get enough food to eat. At the end of the day, you are the one that will bear the brunt, because you start looking for how to pay debts. So you don't need to impress anybody. Just be yourself.
And be good. There is no one, absolutely no one to impress other than yourself. Okay, so today, as usual, we will be looking at the dailies, what the daily is saying, and then we'll do, what we call our hashtags and trends. What's trending, what's happening in the world of entertainment, and then what are people saying. We'll look at those, and then if time permits us, we would walk around the topic that I will not disclose for now. Okay, so if you are not so busy, yes, please stay tuned, because we are here for you and all for you, so that we can put you in the know about what's happening in and out of Nigeria, our country, and then people generally are looking for what is going to happen in 2024. What are the goodness that 2024 holds? Because we all want good things for ourselves, and then you cannot achieve or attain that if you are not prepared. You have to be prepared for that which is coming. So how prepared are you? I will go on a quick break right now. When we come back, we'll resume with dailies. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. And now let's see what the papers are saying. There are a lot of things that have been happening since this Yuletide period. And we'll start with the Daily Trust. The Daily Trust says 145 killed as bandits attack 23 villages. The writer says residents seek international community help. Another writer says Governor Mutfwag urges vigilance. Then another writer says, take ownership of security, defense tells Nigerians. Now, the defense chief is telling Nigerians to take ownership of security.
Yes, it is. It is something that we all should pay close attention to, because it is the Yuletide season, and so many miscreants, so many people who will just be around to create nuisance, to create havoc. You just need to be at alert. You understand? So what the chief of staff is saying is it's something that we ordinarily should do. We don't need anyone to tell us this. I mean, like the Israelis, everyone is security conscious. Everyone is security conscious because anything can happen at any time. You understand? So this is good. Let us take ownership. It is within your locality.
It's always been a part of Nigerians to have vigilante groups and all that.
Yeah,
in the past,
they
used to be very, very strong. It used to be strong force. Vigilante people working around Nigeria in every community.
Yes, but it is not all the time. For instance, most of the times at night they might not be there. At times in some places at night they are always there.
This is stronger than vigilantes because these are bandits, and this is what the government needs to look into. That's what we've been crying about for years. We've been crying about the bandits, we've been crying about Boko Haram, we've been crying about all this. This set of people are more than what vigilantes can handle. Show what's your take on
But they dwell amongst us.
Okay.
Right? So they come in, they live amongst us, and then the ordinary military personnel that do not reside in that environment will not know who is who and who is not. So it is left for the people within that vicinity to say, no, we've not seen this face before. Okay, we've seen this face, but it has some characteristics that we do not understand. It portrays some level of what's the word now? And we do not do in this environment. You understand? So usually we send kids to go buy things for us. They go and they come back. Outside of our home, they give it to us and they go back. But this person, instead of receiving it outside of his home, it takes them inside to go and collect. We do not do that here. So why is that? That is when the security personnel, I mean, they need intel. They're not angels, they need intel. Yeah. So it is the people within the environment that say, okay, I think this ABC is what's happening. I don't know how you will take action, but it is ABC. They can now say, okay, how do we swift in? You understand? How do we swing in? How do we do this? How do we do that? They've got intel, so on that they will work. But if the people in the locality, the people in that community do not are not security conscious, they will not know what is what. They just feel like everybody is the same. But people are doing they're perpetrating evil at every given time. So when somebody that is not within the environment comes in, you will know that a new face is coming. Then try to monitor the person. What does the person do? What is the person doing? If it needs you to raise an alarm, you should do.
Absolutely agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. And that story can be found on page 4 of the Daily Trust. Moving on, Kwankwaso holds special prayer in Kano ahead Supreme Court judgment. That story can be found on page 10. And to all the story, Israel kills over 100 at Gaza refugee camp on Christmas Eve.
I mean, Israel of all people will think, okay, it's Christmas, well, maybe they will settle their pedal, but they already said it, that there is no Christmas in Jerusalem this year. It's been cancelled. No celebration. We're at war, and we will go into it. If needs be, we fight this war into the new year. We will. Understand?
Oh, another thing is the Israelites are naturally Jews, and they really don't even believe in Christ himself, our Lord. They don't believe in Christ our Lord because they believe the Messiah is still coming. So he doesn't.
And but a handful of them do.
Some of them.
You understand?
Some of them do.
So, but at this point, everybody is singing one song. They are in one accord. Look, no Christmas this year. We need to make sure that we fish out these people, and then so that our people
will be safe.
Will be safe.
Okay. To another story, Kuka to Tinubu, you have no excuses. God won't forgive you if you fail. That can be found on page 5 of the Daily Trust.
Bishop Kuka is one person that people respect so much, and then for him to say to Tinubu, you have no excuses. I'm pretty sure that even Tinubu is ready to work because the way things are going, it seems is actually trying to work. But like the former president said, Muhammadu Buhari, that there were elements in his administration that sabotaging his regime. So I have a feeling, I wouldn't say I'm sure, I have a feeling that there will be some elements too in Tinubu's administration who will try to sabotage it, but hopefully it will succeed, because I mean, if it succeeds, it is for our own good.
Yes, it is.
If he succeeds, it's for our own good. So I just feel we should all pray that he succeeds so that we can enjoy the dividend of democracy.
Now, moving on to another story, it says federal workers observe Christmas without December salaries. The writer says, we are not in charge of payments, HOS. Another writer says, it's being worked on. That's the Accountant General. Then another writer says, officials blame technical hitches, and this can be found on page 7. That means the Christmas has really not been very, very sweet for federal workers.
I mean, because even the core members, that's the NYSC, they didn't get their alawi until the morning of Christmas. They didn't get the LOE, so I'm pretty sure that it might be some glitches that is really holding them back, because usually federal government does not take this long to settle the workers. But anyway, we still have 31st, we have New Year, so hopefully on or before New Year they will get their salaries.
I hope so too. Another story says implementation of Tinubu's resolution not at detriment of my freedom, Fubora. And then another story says flight delays, cancellations worsen as NCAA pleads with passengers. That can be found on page 20 of the Daily Trust. The last story on Daily Trust says how naira scarcity, devaluation, inflation, others dominated economy in 2023.
Yes, I just hope that going into 2024 we'll be going strong, and then there wouldn't be scarcity, there won't be naira scarcity.
Have you noticed it's now become a trend now since last year that during the Yolo type period, December, this scarcity comes. So last year it was they wanted to change the naira design, and this year I wonder what the story is. But it's now becoming a recurring decimal which should have stopped.
This year I think people say it is the politicians that are trying to hoard money. We saw the case of the Accountant General in Ogun State that was shot when he went to receive some money from the bank. So I think that huge sum of amount is way too much. It's way too much, and it's because they don't want to do wire transfer, so it's not traced or something. But banks should not permit such withdrawal, such huge amount of withdrawal.
Well, that's been the laid down rules.
The laid down rule.
You can even go to ATM and you don't get enough money.
The laid down rule is not for everybody.
Okay, some people are above the law.
Exactly.
And that's all we can take on the Daily Trust.
All right, moving on to the nation. The headline says probe into $500 million Union Bank acquisition widens. The writer says special investigator invites ex-CBN deputy governor, others. Exactly. There is nothing the governor does that the deputy governor will not be aware of.
And there
What do you think?
are other people also involved. And a lot of people are actually involved. They need to call everybody out, and then they should be penalized. Not just being called out. They should be penalized, and then they should remit this money back to the federal bank and to the federal ports. It's been ongoing for a very long time that most of these officials do this, they swindle, they amass wealth, they're fraudulent, and then you get to hear the story. At the end of the day, they sweep everything under the carpet, and there's no finishing to it.
There's even a developing story. I don't know how true that is. Desiane, the former petroleum minister,
Yes,
saying she gave the current governor of Zamfara State $9 billion
Okay.
to hold for her.
Okay.
But now that she's trying to call him, he's not picking her calls, and she wants to come home because she has cancer of the lungs. She wants to come home. The President Tinubu should grant her access to come home. So my question is, $9 billion Nigerian money, commonwealth of the people.
Yes.
You gave it to one man to keep for you. I mean, that's all shades of wrong. It is still
Corruption.
of corruption. It is still this same ex-minister that had bought $1 million bra with diamonds.
Oh my God.
All of that. So
Have mercy on us.
what do they want to use this money for?
This is the height of greed, and a lot of them going into government position are not there for the interests of the general public. They're just there to amass wealth and feather their cap, which is wrong. They should change their modus operandi. They should have empathy for the citizens. Nigeria is a blessed country with so much natural resources. If our government can be accountable, can be productive, and can put these resources into making everybody active, Nigerians will not be hungry. There will not be any Japa syndrome. Everybody will be satisfied in being in Nigeria. And then they should stop going out there to borrow loans that have so much conditions attached to them that will further impoverish the Nigerians.
I feel they delight to get a sense of belonging when they go to IMF or World Bank to get loans, and I don't know, it's just all shades of wrong. All right, moving on. Another headline says 50 killed in attacks on Plateau communities. Find out on page 25. Another headline says federal government extends 50% rebate to non-luxury bus passengers in Abuja. That's good, because I mean the 50% rebate was for luxurious buses, interstate.
Yes.
But now this is intrastate. This is just within Abuja. They should enjoy.
They should extend it to all the states now.
Yeah, other parts, but then the home state, which is Abuja, should benefit from it first.
My take on this is, we're all Nigerians,
Yes.
and we all have a stake in the economy of Nigeria,
Yes.
in everything that pertains to Nigeria. Now, if they had this plan originally to have this rebate, they should make it a flat rate for everybody all over Nigeria, so that there will not be any favoritism there.
But there has to be a model. It has to start somewhere. You understand? They now have prototypes everywhere. You can now do copy and paste. So you start from Abuja. If it works, then you can now duplicate in other states. What if it fails? And you've duplicated in other states, like 30 states, and it fails, then it will be a thing of shame. But if it's just in Abuja, if it fails, they can curb it, they can try to amend. You understand? Because it's just one state amongst many. So I feel it's a good.
It definitely is, since people have started attesting to the fact that they're enjoying these benefits.
Which is good. Moving on, presidents, governors, senators, others greet Ganduje at 74. You can find that on page 6. Also, another writer says Christian leaders pray for peace, success of Tinubu government. Like I said earlier, we should all pray for the president, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to succeed. Because when he succeeds, we are the receiving end. We will benefit from it a whole lot. Because take for instance, he succeeds, and a dollar is 100 naira, 100 naira to a dollar. Let's say fuel is sold at 85 naira or 100 naira or even 50 naira. You understand? Foodstuff with 1,000 naira, you cook a nice pot of soup.
1,000 naira is even much. I remember in the 80s you could cook a pot of soup for 50 naira.
You see?
No, 50 kobo. Not 50 naira.
So if all of these things are in place, if it succeeds, we definitely will benefit, and we will not have to japa to other countries. We will go on vacation and come back and return, because you know that you have enough money to go there, stay for 2 weeks or 1 week without doing anything, just resting, feeding your eyes, and then try to think ahead, try to brainstorm, try to do things, so that when you come maybe the next quarter of your business, and when you come out, you come refreshed, you come energized, and you're ready to hit your whatever business it is you're doing straight on, and you'll be good for it.
That can only happen when the economy is profitable to everybody.
Exactly.
The government should put things in place to make Nigerians productive. We have so much natural resources that can create a lot of companies where Nigerians won't be redundant. They will have jobs, they will have money in their pockets, and they will be fulfilled and be able to go on holidays.
That's when we have a good governance. That's when we have good governance, and the person at the end of affair is doing all things to make sure that the people at the receiving end are actually benefiting from the practice of democracy. All right, moving on. Pope calls for peace among warring nations, denounces weapons industry. Pope, the same Pope.
And the Pope is also, it's a good one, but it's causing a lot of war in the Catholic setup, in the Christian, in Christendom, with his pronouncement that they should bless gay marriages.
Same sex.
A lot of people are loggerheads because of this.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's not even go into that.
Alright, moving on. Fubara, Abuja Peace Pact, not death sentence. And then the writer says it's path to stability in rivers. We all believe that. And then I just hope that all of this will benefit the people of rivers. Investors return hit 12.4 trillion naira in Yuletide trading. And then another headline says 9 killed, 3 injured in Osun Christmas Day accident. You can find that on page 27, and that'll be all for from the Nation newspaper.
And then moving on to Punch newspaper, the major headline says 13 states plan fresh 2.3 trillion naira borrowing. And the writer says states loans to hit 4.73 trillion naira in Abia, Niger to raise debt profile by over 200%. Another writer says states engaging in reckless borrowing despite owing salaries NLC. This is not good.
So
This is not good.
you engage in reckless borrowing and you're still owing salaries. So the borrowing you not use for capital projects, you do not do anything, yet you're not able to pay salaries of your workers. So what is the borrowing?
And nobody's been held accountable. And nobody's been penalized. That is just not good. A good government should have structures in place to make sure that whatever monies are issued out to the states, to the local government, to the federation, that is properly accounted for. Now, this is just not the case of us not having this money. It's not our money. There's a borrowed money.
Because the state is at liberty to borrow. So, aside from the allocation they get from the federal government, they are still going out to borrow. So, the federal government's allocation, what do they do with it?
Beats me. It really beats me. Moving on. Rivers. PDP fumes as Fubara defends Tinubu over peace deal. This can be found on page 2. And over 50 killed, soldiers injured in multiple attacks in Plateau State. That can be found on page 7. CBN investigators summons Lemo, others over Union Bank deal. That can be found on page 22 of the Punch. Moving ahead, Naira weakens to 1,233 Naira per dollar at parallel markets. That can be found on page 24. Another story says suspected cultists kill Edo broadcaster on Christmas Eve. That can be found on page 4 and 5. That's a sad one.
Very sad one. Amen. And nothing will be done about this. Innocent families just killed for going about their daily activity, for doing the job they were trained to do. I mean, that's a really, really sad one.
I would like to extend our condolences to the family of the Edo State broadcaster. And then another story says 11 killed in Osun State, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway crashes. That can be found on page 4 and 5, and that's all I can take on the Punch newspaper.
All right, that will be all we'll take on the dailies, and we'll go on a break. When we come back, the topic for discussion today is Boxing Day, significance and message for Nigerians. Our guest is Deacon Martins Amegbe, a clergy. So we will be looking at the significance and the message for Nigerians. You know, because as Nigerians, we are looking to have a better, a favorable 2024. So how can our past define our future? Because if you don't know where you're coming from, you might not, you will understand. So it's looking back and thinking ahead. We need to think ahead. So after this break, we will be speaking with our guests. So do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
up, guys? How's your day going? How are you doing this? I want to believe that you're having fun, right? This bright and sunny day. You know that once you see this duo on your TV screen, we're here to serve you some entertainment.
And of course, entertaining gist coupled with good music won't hurt anybody, right? So here on Super Lunch, we get to entertain you, educate you on recent happenings in the world of entertainment. I am your girl, Eva Grace.
And I am Shegun Dinola Adeyemi, the Duke of your airwaves. You know how it is. We serve you good entertainment Mondays all through to Fridays. And that's how we do. We'll take you on a smooth ride of entertainment. So don't go nowhere. Join us every Mondays to Fridays. We love you guys. What up, guys? How's your day going? How are you doing this? I want to believe that you're having fun, right? This bright and sunny day. You know that once you see this duo on your TV screen, we're here to serve you some entertainment.
And of course, entertaining gist coupled with good music won't hurt anybody, right? So here on Super Lunch, we get to entertain you, educate you on recent happenings in the world of entertainment. I am your girl, Eva Grace.
And I am Shegun Dinola Adeyemi, the Duke of your airwaves. You know how it is. We serve you good entertainment Mondays all through to Fridays. And that's how we do. We'll take you on a smooth ride of entertainment. So don't go nowhere. Join us every Mondays to Fridays. We love you guys.
School of Thoughts believe the major challenges confronting Nigeria as a nation is caused by poor leadership. How true is this? You and I can actually put government into tools to deliver the dividends of democracy. Join us every Saturday by 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Let us look at the issues confronting us as a nation. Together we talk heads. Nigeria can be great again. I'm Adenike Oweye Ajiboye. Keep it date.
There's no place for pretense. I can't watch you stand there. Oh no.
Ó ta lẹ́nu, ó pọ̀ lẹ́nu, ó dùn lẹ́nu. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, ó ta lẹ́nu, ó pọ̀ lẹ́nu, ó dùn lẹ́nu. Yusuf Mọ́rúnsọ́lá ni orúkọ ti tèmi Funky ọmọ ẹ̀lẹ̀ tó gbásìkì tó dùn tó kí tó yí gbogbo. Ẹ pàdé mi ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Thursday 8:30 to 9:30 àti gbogbo ọjọ́ Saturday 1 to 2 fún ètò tó ga jù. Ẹ má miss ẹ̀, ó ga jù lẹ́tò. Ẹ pàdé mi, ó ṣàprápra.
Lẹ́nu ó pọ̀ lẹ́nu ó dùn lẹ́nu. Come what I cannot do.
Welcome to Naija Plus. Make you not touch that there and make your finger for no. Wetin be your plan for your country, and wetin you sef want make your country do for you? You need to give something before you take something. Now the only way matter fit balance. No be say fowl no plan to fly you, but the power no carry am. As matter dey shele for inside Naija, make you sef chook your mouth make we build our country. No be every time we go talk things bad. Come out for that corner before mosquito bite your tortoise. Oya, e get as e happen for your area and you want make plenty eyes see and make you hear and make you for reach authority. You get video of the scene? Send am sharp sharp. Before I forget, now top super screen with there and my name now Mr. Peace. That MC with a biggie swag. Naija na for everybody. Make you not touch that there and make your finger for no.
Reach to the sky, ladies and gentlemen.
Demand attitude.
I am Salahuddin.
Demand excitement.
Alright, welcome back and thank you for staying tuned. And before we went for the break, we told you about the topics we'll be having today. We'll be looking at Boxing Day, the significance, and then the message for the people. So right about now, we'll be having two guests today. But first off, I have Ambrose Oloma. Is a clergyman and a public analyst. He's the one who will be speaking with this morning, and we want to know what is the significance of Boxing Day. What is it about? What is the essence? Why are we celebrating it? All of this we need to know, and we will find out from the clergyman. Hello, Ambrose. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you hear me? Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Are you hear me? Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Merry Christmas and compliment of the season to you. Okay, so this morning we were looking at Boxing Day, the significance of Boxing Day. What is the essence of Boxing Day?
In in your studio this morning. My name is Ambrose Oloma. I'm also the lead pastor of Daylight Assembly. So, the question you asked, what is the significance of Boxing Day? I think for so many of us, we don't yet realize that Boxing Day is a day set aside where we share love, particularly we give gifts and also receive gifts from one another, from our loved ones, from those that are close to us, for those that we love and those we also love. I think the significance of Boxing Day is to share gifts and also to extend love to one another. That is what it means to experience and also be. That is the significance of Boxing Day, to share and to receive love, particularly the exchange of gifts.
Nigerians appreciate Boxing Day? If no, tell us the reason why you think they don't appreciate Boxing Day.
Okay, I think because one, we don't yet have the understanding of Boxing Day. Most people even ignore the Boxing Day because they think it's not important. What is important to them is the Christmas Day, which Christ was given birth to. But however, I think the significance of Boxing Day needs to be appreciated by everyone because we're in a country and we're in a society where love is fading by the day. And one of the ways to resurrect that is by extending our love through gift giving and also receiving gifts from one another. I think we need to make noise a bit about Boxing Day and also explaining to the world what it means and how significant Boxing Day is, so that we can also participate in it and also extend our hands to our loved ones and other people.
What is your message to the government at this Yuletide period?
Whoa, very, very important question. I think our government is still behind in terms of reaching out to the people, particularly the poor masses in our society. They seems not to be paying attention to the downtrodden. My message for them is for them to pay attention to the poor masses, the downtrodden, and particularly those that are struggling to survive in our society. I think they should reach out to them in a day like this to be a blessing to them, to give them gifts, and also help them with hate that can help them to survive in this season. I can tell you for free, most people are struggling to eat. Okay, particularly from the community where I am now. Most people are struggling to survive, and it's something that needs to be looked into. So I think government should come in and a day like this and extend their hand to be a blessing to these people so that they can at least experience joy and celebration for the first time.
Have not been paid, and a lot of people are going through hard times, like you said. But giving doesn't have to be monetary. It can be emotionally, psychologically, mentally, or calling someone to check on the person. That is my take. I don't know. What do you think about that, sir?
I think it's important that we give emotionally, we also give physically. So not just emotional. I think sometimes people's emotion can come alive when you give them physically. Most people want to be appreciated, and most people, one of the reasons why they are down emotionally is because they don't have the well-to-do to live a decent life in that sense. I remember a story of a young lady that a man was passing by and stopped by and gave this boy 500 naira, just Christmas period like this, and the boy quickly took the 500 to his mom. When he got home, the mom was so curious and came out to the boy, wanted to know who gave this boy 500 naira. So when he got to the man, so he started thanking the man, and tears welled up in her eyes. And the man was surprised. It's just 500 I gave to your son. Why are you thanking me like this? Only for the man to realize that that 500 was the first 500 they've received in 4 months. And the man said, yeah, I am enjoying my life. So I think he went to the market straight away, bought them foodstuff, got them things, and gave them a bit more cash. And I think that alone can help to revive the emotions. So it's good to call, it's good to reach out through text messages and calls and all of that. Those are great things, but we still need to extend our hands to people financially and otherwise.
Boxing Day in a globalized world. You know, the world is going global, and a lot of people don't see face to face, and it's mostly text messages and all that, and social media and all that. So what do you think is the future of Boxing Day in the world?
Whoa. That is a good question, because we still need to be futuristic in our thinking. However, gifts can be given through any means. Okay, we are now living in a global village where we can reach people in a split second. We can send money from one person to another in less than 30 seconds. So I think if you can't give physical gifts, you can also give financially. But I think my strongest stake is to see how we can extend our hands to people, not just giving them emotional revival, but at least we can also be a blessing to them by giving them gifts. And also it can be cash gifts, it can be anything, but I just think that we need to be a blessing to people at this point in time in our nation. I think one of the things that helped during the COVID was this same thing we are sharing. No, love is not expressed just with our words or text messages. Love is an action word. Love is a doing word. It's something we do. It's something we express with our hands, as the case may be. So I think we can still think of reaching out to people regardless of where they live or stay in the world at large.
You said love is
Talking about doing, do you think the 50% rebates that the president is looking at or has done for the masses, do you think it is reaching the people it is intended for?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
The 50% rebate the president laid down for transportation for commuters, right? Do you think it is reaching the people it is intended for?
Okay, I think for the 50% discount, you and I know that Nigeria is a system where things don't get to the supposed quarters where it should be or where it should be extended to. So most times when things like that are given, if there's no proper organization, if there's no system, it's difficult for that particular aid or support to get to the end users. So for me, I'm not sure that actually got to the end users. And sometimes when people speak up, rather than take it up and see what you can do to help them with their outcry, sometimes we shut them down. So even if they are saying that these things that you are doing don't get to us, we don't see them, we hear about them, but we don't see them. How do you help us to be able to get this aid, to be able to get these palliatives that you extend to the Nigerians? So sometimes when you speak up, I think they even come after you, and some people even look for a way to just reduce your influence or shut you down as may be. So for me, if you ask me, I'm not really sure if that got to the appropriate quarter. So I think we still need to do much in terms of system development. We have to create systems, create organizations, and look for sincere people that have heart for people, that have compassion for people. I usually tell people when I go to speak, I say things and I say them without an apology. Now, one of the things I tell people is this: the passion to lead without compassion for people will lead to manipulation. Once you don't have passion to lead people, what is leadership? Leadership is influence. If you don't have passion to lead people, you don't have passion to be a blessing, you are not compassionate, you just want to lead, I think at the end of the day, it's going to end in manipulation. So I think for Nigerians, it's not just about leading the people, it's not about giving them what you are giving. Is it actually getting to the people? That should be your even primary focus. Not that we are giving 50%, we are giving this, we are giving that. All of those things are great, but the question is, these things you are giving out, this palliative, this discount of transportation, is it getting to the appropriate quota? I think that is a big question, not just throwing out this.
In this Yuletide period, what message do you have for Nigerians in this Yuletide period and then going forward into 2024?
All right. I think Nigerians, my message for Nigerians is to be hopeful and also be focused. You know, as it is now, we don't have the government that can do a lot for you as a Nigerian. So you just have to be determined, you have to be focused and have a vision for your own life. Because as it is today, Nigeria don't yet have a vision for Nigerians. So you have, the leaders don't have a vision for Nigeria. So you have to have a vision for your own life. You have to be determined to increase the standard of your living and do more than you are doing in 2023. I think just be futuristic and also have a vision for 2024. Don't just step into 2024 the way you stepped into 2023. I usually tell people there's something like New Year. We only have a new you. If you are not changing, the year has nothing to offer you. So I think you should sit there, have a plan, have a vision for 2024. That when you step into 2024, you have a perspective, you have something you are looking forward to, and with the help of God, you're going to achieve it. That is my message for Nigerians.
Impressive. It's an eye-opener. Thank you so much for that. I held that in my left hand, saying if there's no a new you, then there's no need for a new year. So for a new year, there has to be a new you. Thank you so much, Pastor Ambrose Aloma. I think we really appreciate. And what final words for our viewers before we let you go this morning?
Okay. All
right. I said final words for Nigerians, for our viewers, before we let you go this morning as we're wrapping up. Final words.
Okay. My final word here is that most people have this country, and I want to say to Nigerians that be hopeful. We should keep our hope alive, because this nation will get better again. So let's just be hopeful and trust God that things will get better as we step into 2024.
With you, we learned a lot, right? All right, thank you so much. We'll let you go now. We appreciate. Okay, so to our viewers, we've been speaking with Ambrose Oloma, and it's really an eye-opening words for me. I mean, you the parting word for me was, without a new you, there is no need for a new year, because there's nothing new. You're entering into a new year with the old you, meaning you're going to get the same result as which you got the previous year. So why not redefine yourself and be anew, so that as you're entering into a new year, everything becomes anew. All right, so we'll go on a quick break right now. When we come back, we'll be back with our next guest. So do not go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
What up, guys? How's your day going? How are you doing this? I want to believe that you're having fun, right? This bright and sunny day. You know that once you see this duo on your TV screen, we're here to serve you some entertainment.
And of course, entertaining gist coupled with good music won't hurt anybody, right? So here on Super Lunch, we get to entertain you, educate you on recent happenings in the world of entertainment. I am your girl, Eva Grace.
And I am Shegun Delala Adeyemi, the Duke of your airwaves. You know how it is. We serve you good entertainment Mondays all through to Fridays. And that's how we do. We'll take you on a smooth ride of entertainment. So don't go nowhere. Join us every Mondays to Fridays. We love you guys.
Some school of thoughts believe the major challenges confronting Nigeria as a nation is caused by poor leadership. How true is this? You and I can actually put government into tools to deliver the dividends of democracy. Join us every Saturday by 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Let us look at the issues confronting us as a nation. Together we talk heads. Nigeria can be great again. I'm Adenike Oweye Ajiboye. Keep it date.
And then we have our guest, our second guest, in the person of Reverend Martins Amiegbe. We are still looking at the same the topic, Boxing Day, significance and message for Nigerians. Good morning, Reverend.
Good morning.
Good morning, Reverend. How how have you been enjoying your holiday? I mean, it's time to bond with family and friends and loved ones and well wishes as well. How is the yellow tie season going with you, sir?
Yes, it's been a wonderful time, and I thank God to have seen the beginning of this year and now the end of the year. You know what the Bible says? It's only the living that can praise the Lord. So it's when you are alive, you can. That's when you appreciate God more, because a lot of people are dead now. And the thing you must understand is that many people are moving around and looking for maybe what to eat, what to drink, but what to do. What I to you is that to people now is that as far you are alive and you are healthy, there's a reason to praise the Lord God. So I have been enjoying myself in good health.
Connection between Christmas and Boxing Day. What is the connecting factor? Why are we always celebrating Boxing Day right after Christmas?
Okay, Christmas itself is the birth of Jesus Christ, and it means it's about giving. For God so loved that He gave His only begotten Son. So Christmas per se season is a time we commemorate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. And Boxing Day is not a day you go and jab your friend and you start fighting, giving headbutts and all that. No. We are not Boxing Day. We are only, we get gifts that we wrap. You wrap those gifts in boxes. That's what is done overseas. Hence, it's now called Boxing Day. It's for sharing, for giving. So you look for something to give to your neighbor. It's God, Jesus. So Boxing Day is about giving. You box your gift. So I want to ask you, has anybody giving you a gift on Boxing Day?
Well, hopefully when we leave the studio, we will get our gifts. We're still busy working right here. So, Reverend, I want to know this culture of giving gifts of Boxing Day, do you think it's something that Nigerians as a people collectively now imbibing, are used to, are going to, are excited about? Let me put it that way, because it seems it is only practiced very well in Western world. In Nigeria, are we cultivating that habit, that culture? Is it a part and parcel of our people?
You see, normally, if you want to, we want to be fair with ourselves. Like we have said earlier on, Boxing Day came from the West, from another area in terms of when Jesus was born, he wasn't born in our region. He was born in another region called Israel. He was a Jew, things like that. Later, through the Roman Empire and all that, Christianity moved into started a thing, gifting and all that. So if we say our people don't give, no, in Nigeria people are giving, but it might not really be in boxes. I've seen a lot of they give bouquet and all that. If it's not even well packaged, like in terms of putting it in, with well packaged, if it's not that well packaged, of course, but we have that spirit of giving as well in Nigeria. So maybe you've seen those that are not really giving, but we have a number of people that are giving gifts right now. For instance, as a church, in our church, we are doing what we call send a portion. We are feeding indigent children all around the country and all around the world, because our ministry is all over. So right now, we as a church, we are practicing giving, and we are telling our members, also teaching them as well to imbibe the giving spirit. Thank you very much.
Boxing Day. Can you please educate Nigerians on the origin of Boxing Day, and is it a religious holiday? Reverend, did you get my question?
But we do not coin Christianity a religion. We feel it's a way of life. Giving should be a way of life. So Boxing is tied to Christmas. After people have celebrated the birth of Christ, at the origin of this Boxing Day was from the wise men in the Bible. The wise men from the East took gifts to Jesus Christ as a baby. So they gave him, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So anytime we are celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, we are supposed to be gifting people as well to commemorate, the birth of Jesus Christ, that one that has come to take away the sin in our world. Wow, it's a big. So I would say Boxing Day is actually tied to Christmas, and that's why you see it after Christmas. You have Boxing Day as a public holiday.
Questions about Boxing Day.
You said what? I didn't get you again.
Some misconceptions about Boxing Day. What are these common misconceptions, and what will you say to them to remove these fears and misconceptions about Boxing Day?
Some, like I was explaining earlier on, some feel, that word Boxing Day, it's, people look at really and they are wondering Boxing Day. So some people feel it's a day people fight, or people that are not just ignorant of the concept of boxing, of packaging the gifts. So they feel it's something bizarre, something they can't really fathom. They don't understand. That is why there has always been a misconception around Boxing Day. But that Boxing Day is a day for handing out gifts. After you have celebrated Christmas, a day before, maybe gone to church, preparing food or things like that, you have to share gifts to them, to tell them, wow, God gave us Jesus Christ. Give us something, somebody to make our sin, to give the divine. We know for sure that I didn't get that.
Do you think the economy of Nigeria has affected the popularity of Boxing Day? Or do you think the popularity of Boxing Day has changed over time? Can you hear me, Reverend?
Yes, I can hear you clearly now. Yes, the economy of Nigeria has actually changed the concept of Boxing Day. Even a number of people don't know what Boxing Day really is. They just feel, okay, government just wants us. If you have a Monday as Boxing Day, they will feel that okay, Boxing Day is just a day created for people to rest. But Boxing Day actually is a day for the economy drink at this particular. So they giving to others. Maybe because they are not born again, they don't understand that the giving, is actually a defense according to what the Bible says. Giving is a ransom to life. So the economy actually affected the concept of it, because the Nigerian economy is not doing well as it is, as it should be. So a lot of people, they don't have to give. They want to all their things, keep everything with themselves. So the economy has affected Boxing Day.
So Boxing Day is all about presenting gifts.
Due to the birth of Jesus Christ, because it's a season of giving. So, should Boxing Day be peculiar to Christians, or other denominations, other religion can also practice it?
Thank you. That's a very, very wonderful question. I love that your question. You see, the issue of Boxing Day evening. So when you go outside, you meet people. There are some that are even hungry. There are people in orphanages. There are people in other eating for some days. So you just go. Maybe you have some wraps of food, drinks, and all. You hand over to them. And the Bible says in First Corinthians, Second Corinthians rather, 9, that he had given to the poor, he had dispersed abroad, his righteousness remained forever. Because this thing is one of is a major call from God for us to give. So any religion, whether that is traditional or what have you, cannot be against Boxing Day, because Boxing Day is about giving. You understand? It's not like Boxing Day, it's not like a day you are going to church. That is a day you are going to relax. So when you are relaxing somewhere, you don't know the ones seated by you. If you have not, exchanged pleasantries and started asking yourselves questions, you wouldn't know what religion that person, the affiliation that person is having. So this is beyond religion now. It's about me.
Reverend, I would like to ask once again, what message do you have for Nigerians and also the government of Nigeria? Okay, I said, what message do you have for Nigerians and also the government of Nigeria? Seems we lost Dickie Martins right there, but in all is saying, like, Boxing Day is about humanity, right? It's about giving. It does not matter who.
Okay, my
For Nigerians and the government of Nigeria.
Hear the message I have for Nigerians right now is that they should, okay, the government is doing a bearing to, just for us like this, it can be any other festival. can at least share with a neighbor, share something this spirit. It's one of the injunctions of the Bible. Sharing is a thing you must do normally. So it's about what God is all about, and we must imbue it and continue in that line. So the God can really do a lot this period. If you go on the streets and all, because a lot of people barely eating on the street, as once can be the next person that we act, you or able. So when the person is fed, they will be able to rest and is not thinking about crazy about the next person he should attack. So I believe when people are made to still believe that they are loved, it solves a lot of challenges, social problems that we're having in the country right now. The government can use it as
I think we have a network glitch there. Okay, so what Deacon is trying to say is it's a humanity thing. Giving should be a way of life. It should be something we do every day. You don't have to have a lot before you give. It is out of the little that you have that you give. That is how you know a giver. You don't need to have in abundance before you give. So when you give in the little that you have, when you have in abundance, it will now be much easier for you to stretch a helping hand, because it's your personality. So, well, thank you very much, Deacon Martins. It was nice having you on the show this morning, and then Deacon Oloma too. Give his own quota, and please, in whatever you do, make sure that the love of humanity resides in your heart. You put people first ahead of situations. No matter what happens, put people first ahead of situation. When you do that way, you will not overreact. You will not misbehave, because you are putting the person first ahead of the situation that even got you guys in that space. All right, but I think we should okay, let's go on this short break. When we come back, we'll do our hashtag and trends, and then it will be time for Sporting Joel. Do not go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What up, guys? How's your day going? How are you doing this? I want to believe that you're having fun, right? This bright and sunny day. You know that once you see this duo on your TV screen, we're here to serve you some entertainment.
And of course, entertaining gist coupled with good music won't hurt anybody, right? So here on Super Lunch, we get to entertain you, educate you on recent happenings in the world of entertainment. I am your girl, Ever Grace.
And I am Shegun Dinola Adeyemi, the Duke of your airwaves. You know how it is. We serve you good entertainment Mondays all through to Fridays. And that's how we do. We'll take you on a smooth ride of entertainment. So don't go nowhere. Join us every Mondays to Fridays. We love you guys.
Alright, you welcome back and thank you for staying tuned. It's still U45 morning show, and right about now we're looking at the hashtag and trends. What has been trending over the past 3 days is Emeka Ike's saga with his ex-wife. Now, so Emeka Ike went on an interview to disclose how his wife mismanaged his ex-wife mismanaged his property of worth 400 million naira thereabout, and then the lady came out to say, how much does Emeka Ike even have? Because as at then they don't pay much, so how can it be 400 million? Where did he get that from? And then so now people came out, but right about, let's look at the one Yul Edochie said. Yul Edochie said, good to have you back in the game, big bro. The legendary Emeka Ike. Odogu, you're one of the actors who inspired me to come up. I'm a big fan of your work. We love you, bro. Trust me, the people who love you are more than your haters. You understand? The people who love you are more than your haters. So now, when they now ask Emeka Ike's ex-wife, because she also went for another interview, so they asked her, she said Emeka Ike will always beat her. There was a particular incident that happened where when she asked the question, Emeka Ike just punched her in the face, and people were like, what happened? Then just after that, I think a couple of hours after the video was released, that interview, Emeka Ike's PA as at then came out to say the woman that particular day that incident happened, that it was the ex-wife that slapped him first.
So the ex-wife slapped him and he punched her in the face.
That the ex-wife slapped him first. Then Daddy Freeze too tried to jump on the saga saying this, and he said he was about believing the woman. Then suddenly he just remembered his own ex-wife too, because he's also in the divorce saga.
Yes.
So that he remember his ex-wife, that because he is a stubborn man, that whatever the ex-wife says is what people will believe, unknown to people that his ex-wife was actually the one that abuses him in the house.
Wow, that's serious.
So now, Emeka Ike's elder brother came out to say Emeka Ike's ex-wife was toxic.
Oh.
But then that she's coming out to portray herself as the
saint,
as a saint, as the sheep, while Emeka Ike is the lion, the wolf, the one that is devouring everything. People are now confused, like, okay,
who's telling the truth here?
What is happening? What is happening? But Emeka Ike, because now the person that said Emeka Ike does not have to up to 400+ million to start a school, to own a school, to run a school, said Emeka Ike was lying. That what school? That the school the ex-wife tried to manage, but Emeka Ike does not have that. At times, Emeka Ike, the wife and the children will not eat, because they need to fill Emeka Ike's car. That you will say he's a star, he's a celebrity, he cannot be seen walking on the street.
That's not placing proud. When couples have issues, you always have both sides playing the victim, trying to make you feel that the other part is the wrong part and they are on the right. And the stories are going back and forth.
Exactly. So we don't even know who to believe.
But the thing here is, if Emeka Ike had a school worth about 4-something million, you should put in, you should calculate the structure. It's not only the school books and the desks and the tables. The structure in place definitely would be worth millions, because by the time you put up a structure, you put up a structure for 500,000 or 600,000. It will be worth millions. So
of course,
I don't know why she would say the property was not worth that much.
It's crazy. And then the sad part is the children were dragged into it. Now there was a tweet from the son that says anybody that says the mother is lying, the person should just block themselves from his page. He does not ever want to see his father. So I'm like, whatever happens between the man and the woman, please leave the children out of it.
Yes.
Let them be neutral.
Yes.
When they grow up, then they can go and investigate by themselves,
yes,
and know what to do and know where to stand, because then they are matured enough to comprehend everything. But not as they are young. You're now pitching tents. It's not good. All right. It's on this note that we'll say thank you for enjoying our hashtag and trends. Please, whom do you think is right and whom do you think is wrong? While you're still holding on to that thought, we'll go on a short break for Sporting Joel to join us for Sport Trend. Do not go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back and thank you for staying tuned. It's still U45 Morning Show, and right about now, Joel Nwakego is in the studio. Hello, Joel.
Hello, Sherwin. Good morning. And you're looking all fly for the Christmas. So how did you spend your day yesterday?
Well, it was stressful, family here and there, but hey, we're good.
Anyway, that's beautiful. That's good to know. Hello, good morning, fans. You're welcome to Sport Trend on U45. It's just 18 days to the AFCON, and somebody feels we should underrate teams that will take part in this AFCON. His name is Kelechi Nwakali, a Nigerian player that plays for Chaves in the Portugal Premier League. He believes Nigeria has what it takes to outset any team. Exactly, and I don't know, but he believes that we should underrate the Guineans, also Equatorial Guinea, and the other team on that group. And the first game comes up on the 14th of January against Guinea-Bissau. I don't know your take, but I believe we have quality players, but it goes beyond having quality players. As a team, for me, we don't have what it takes.
Do we have a quality coach that understands the game, that knows what to do, that knows when to make substitutes? Does it, because he's been losing or drawing some games that it does not have business losing or drawing?
We have a coach in the name of US Pacero that has played over 13 games and lost 6 or 7 games, and he is a coach of the Super Eagles. You know,
in the same
place to question him. All I can do is just to,
in the same Super Eagles that
criticize constructively.
I'm just saying, I'm not criticizing him. I'm just saying that in the Super Eagles that we have Kelechi Iheanacho, that we have Ndidi, that we have Victor Boniface and Victor Osimhen, and you are losing 6 games. I mean, to countries, smaller nations, smaller footballing nations.
And I'm not going to the spot. Let's just keep going on. Still on the AFCON. Quite a sad news coming out from the camp of the Atlas Lion, the Moroccan national team. There are 2 key players is injured, and the coach is not happy about it. His name is Mansour Mazraoui. He plays for Bayern Munich, and also Roman Saiz that plays for Saudi Arabia, Al-Shabaab. Both players are injured. The second player, his injury has not been certain yet, and it's a big blow to the Moroccan national team because they've been tipped to win the AFCON 2024. They did well in the World Cup. They got up to the semi-finals. And right now, this is the Cup of Nations. And having two players injured is a big blow to the team.
Now, that's where I'm going to. The Moroccan team, it's not like the Nigerian team where the team is built around a particular player. They are a team. Anybody can cause any damage. So I feel they'll do well.
Okay, and I'm good to know that they have an indigenous coach. They didn't get the services of a foreign coach. Away from that, Anthony Joshua to pocket $10 million in his last bout against he knocked down, actually shot down his opponent Otto Wallen from Switzerland, and $10 million on that fight. And somewhere else in the other bout, that Wilder lost to Joseph Parker. That means Anthony Joshua is in contention for the WBO and IBO heavyweight championship against Tyson Fury. We might just see that big fight happen. Both boxers are from, British boxers. We might just see that fight happen probably next year.
But Fury doesn't want to fight Anthony Joshua because he feels, I've beaten this guy back to back. I don't have any point to prove.
Fury? Anthony Joshua?
Tyson
Fury? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And he feels I don't have anything to prove to this guy.
No, but
and then Wilder,
I see it happening. It's all about the promotion and the media hype.
Yeah, but he can turn it down. Tyson Fury can turn it down. It doesn't.
The offer is juicy. I don't think it's going to.
It doesn't have to have. It doesn't have to accept it. Now Wilder, on the other hand, my friends and I were discussing yesterday, and I'm like, Wilder should have bowed out.
Okay.
He did not need to take the defeat from Parker.
Okay.
Should have bowed out. I mean, take this young man, for instance, this featherweight Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
50-0, no defeat, and he bowed out. That
But that is in the featherweight division. Come on, for God's sake.
Now,
it's
that record,
yeah.
it will be difficult for it to be broken. Okay. Right? So if...
He never got up to the heavyweight, for God's sake.
Featherweight, heavyweight, it does not matter.
It does matter.
Listen,
it does matter.
What's his name again? Wilder had bowed out.
What do you think will happen when you have you have a Floyd Mayweather against Anthony Joshua? What do you think will happen in that match?
No, they are not in the same category.
There you go.
What I am saying, hold on. What I am saying is, Wilder is a respected fighter. He's a beast in the ring.
Lost back to back against Tyson Fury. He's respected.
He should. Tyson Fury is another respected boxer that nobody dare face. Tyson Fury is like Mike Tyson in his prime.
Okay.
So Deontay Wilder should have just bowed out with all its glory. Just bowed out.
What do you mean by like retirement and all that?
Yes. That's how it's done.
Anyway, what I'm going to say about that, shall we just give an advice to Deontay Wilder to bow out?
But I can't bow out now because I mean it's lost the game already, so it
doesn't matter. I might just come back and win. Anyway, Paucity of Funds made the NBBF to they've been crying here and there from the Basketball Federation of Nigeria. They said they don't have enough funds to get prepared for Paris 2024 in the Olympic Games, and they've been running Group 2 against world champion United States team and Senegal, and they host Belgium. That game comes up February 8th, but they said they don't have enough funds to get prepared for Olympics Paris 2024. And lastly on the news, EPL fixtures for today. Newcastle will be at home to Nottingham Forest. What happened in that game? Time will tell. Also, you have Manchester United not really flying high. They will be facing high-flying Aston Villa, and you have Sheffield United at home to Luton Town. And Burnley, yes, Burnley. We're going to find out the technical ingenuity of both coaches, Vincent Company and club. It will be on display later today. Burnley will host Liverpool. Let's see what happened out there in that game. Anyway, that's a wrap for sports. And my name is Roman Joel Wakego. Thank you.
Thank you so much for staying tuned to U45 Morning Show. We really appreciate. We'll be looking forward to seeing what club and company will emerge victorious. It's been wonderful having you on our show this morning, and to our guests, Dickie Martins and Dickie Oloma. Thank you so much, and I hope you all learned one or two things. You have to give. Giving is good. It's a very, very good habit. Let us cultivate the habit of giving. Thank you so much. It will come your way again. I remain Shegun Dinola Adeyemi.
And I'm Joel Wakego.
To have a nice day ahead. Bye for now.